Good evening. Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. This is episode 197 of my show. Thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. Now, if you're new here, this is a show that I launched in August of 2020, and it's featured some incredible musicians. So tonight, I'm switching things up a little bit. I have the incredible viral dancer, Dad's Got Moves, aka Dennis Appel, on my show. If you guys are on Instagram, TikTok, you've seen Dennis and he's brought a smile to your face. I am so very excited to bring him in the room and just get to know the man behind the moves. He hails from Brooklyn. He's an untrained improv dancer who went viral with his infectious dance moves, with features on The Ellen Show and People magazine. His lively personality is sure to bring a smile to your face. Well, Dennis is in the room. I'm going to pin his comment and we're going to start this interview. Hi guys, thank you all for joining this evening. Oh.
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Ashley.
Dennis. How are you?
Great. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much, Dennis.
Yes.
So very excited for you to come on my show. This is so much fun.
Yeah. Yes. Long time. We've been waiting a long time for this, over a year, right?
Almost. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first saw your videos, and Dennis, like when I saw your videos and I saw you dancing with all this fun stuff, you do the old school, but you also do some of the viral stuff that's new. So I just started smiling and laughing. I'm like, who is this young man? He needs to come on my show.
That's our goal from day one, make you smile and laugh. That's all we do it for. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of fun.
Awesome.
My daughter had a lot of nerve sharing me with the universe.
But I'm happy she did, because I feel like, you know, obviously the past couple of years have been rough for a lot of us for a variety of reasons. Obviously COVID, and just really making us reevaluate our lives and who we are as people and like what is our purpose. And so when we were speaking earlier, what is your purpose, Dennis?
Purpose has always been to make people smile and laugh. People going through hard times. Our two best comments, we received personal messages from two women that were battling breast cancer. And they said that our videos got them through chemotherapy. So that's why I really knew why we were doing this for, because it's not for monetary reasons. It's not for my ego, or, it's just to make people smile and laugh.
Yeah.
So when that comment came, then I realized that's what I think I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
I think my future purpose might be visiting cancer patients in hospitals and trying to make them smile and laugh.
Yeah. I love that. And thank you so much for being so honest, because I think sometimes when we see influencers, we see people on sites like Instagram and TikTok, and we don't really know them as people, right? Everybody's in this business for their own reasons. But I love that you said that you want to give back, you want to help people and put smiles on people's faces, especially people in hospitals, cancer patients. I mean, I think those are the people that need the most joy brought in their lives,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the reason why my daughter started sharing this. Yeah. And then we got the two messages that just gave us the confirmation we needed to keep doing it, because people, some people say, same old moves, but, we get plenty of positive feedback, and the comments are great. And we keep people having a bad day, and they tell us that you made my day and I needed this today, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think sometimes we scroll on social media channels, we're looking for something fun, we're looking for something inspiring, and thank you for doing that, Dennis. I know the people that are in here right now and watching this replay, they know you, they love you, and you've helped us get through difficult times. So thank you so much.
And thanks them for following. It's pretty cool that they stayed with us all these years. 4 years on Instagram, and 3 years on TikTok.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so somebody just wrote this comment. There's a lot of people in here, but hold on a second. I just saw a comment, so I wanted to say that. So Carrie says, thank you. Cancer survivor here. I would have loved a visit during chemo. My aunt lives in Atlantic Highlands. I asked if she has seen you around.
Yeah. I'm a born and raised in Brooklyn, jumped over Staten Island 30 years ago, 30
Yeah.
years ago this June,
Wow.
and live in Jersey, and we love it.
Yeah.
It's great. 20 minutes to all the beach towns. So if you see me, come say hello. I'd love to take a picture, and thank you for following. So don't be embarrassed. I feel grateful, and it would be a pleasure to take a picture with somebody as a fan.
Yes, if you definitely see Dennis around, please go take a photo. So, Dennis, I want to talk about your childhood and how it influenced your love for dancing.
Well, at a very young age, I grew up in a crazy household. I was in the projects by Italian father, Irish mother. Mm-hmm. And they fought a lot. They had 2 babies right away, 2 Irish twins, boys that drove them crazy. Mm-hmm. So at a young age, I realized if I made them laugh, they wouldn't argue. So I learned that through movement, dancing movement, before I could even speak. My mother said I used to make her laugh through movement. Mm-hmm. So that started the whole improvisational, make them laugh, and they wouldn't argue. And then my mother started every Saturday morning, American Bandstand and Soul Train. We had a 2-hour dance party. My dad worked mostly every Saturday, so it was just the 3 of us, me and my brother on the couch, my mother in the middle. We were on the couch, had 2 end tables like little stages. She'd be in the middle, and you just dance for 2 hours. That's where the love of dance came as a young age.
Yeah.
And crazy dancing, fake tap dancing, stuff like that to make people laugh. That's where the combination of improvisational, serious dance, laughter, make them laugh.
Mm-hmm. So from the get-go, you were trying to laugh but have fun, but also you didn't want to hear your parents argue.
Yes.
That's very deep. And
then it became verbal. As I got older, my sense of humor, improvisational sense of humor came out. Yeah. Jokes, fast. And it calmed the family down so we could eat without getting agita. Italian is agita when you get heartburn.
Yeah.
So I made them, they would argue, I made them laugh, and then we would be able to eat without getting agita.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess when you're growing up and you're dancing, right, to Soul Train and American Bandstand, can you tell me some of the songs that you loved growing up, that you were like, when this song comes on, like, this is my jam?
Well, way back when I was very little, it's hard to remember that. But growing up, as I got older in the clubs and everything, it was always through Soul Train, through the line dancing, going down the middle. I always felt the funkier songs were the better. I felt them more. I felt the need to express myself to the funkier music, Gap Band, Brick House, Earth and the Fire, all Commodores. I was into all kinds of music, but the funky music is I felt that. It really hit me hard, and I would let it loose.
Yeah, it lets the inner Dennis come out, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video, Tightrope, the song Tightrope by, I forgot the girl's name. Whatever, my improvisation was very funny to that because I was doing the tightrope.
Yeah.
So it's always one take, play the song, one take only, because, and some of the best takes are when my daughter surprises me. Boom, the music's on, woo, come right out and do it, because the more and more you practice, the more and more it becomes artificial, Yeah. It's not improvisational. Yeah.
So all of your videos are one take?
99% one take. I'll make, like now my daughter's very busy, so I've been doing like 4 drafts. I always end up taking the first take because it ends up being the one that was the best. Yeah. So I do a couple to see if they can improve, but usually the first is the best. I'd say 99% of one take.
Wow. I love that. I think, especially because you're on social media and because you put out a lot of content, I think that's so important that like the first take is the best, because I know some people that are content creators or dancers or singers, and they will record something 10 to 15 times because they're like, oh, I don't like the way I look here. But I love that you're very honest, because the first take is the best. And those videos where your daughter surprises you are the best, because you're like, oh, well, like, this is what I'm just doing anyway. So like, yep, you can record me.
Yeah. And especially my wife, it always turns out she's a beautiful, great dancer. So she always looks good. So I'm just racing around, keeping up with her. It makes it funny. And all the fans love her. They all love her.
Yeah. I love that you incorporate your wife into these videos. That's so much fun.
Yeah, she's got to twist her arm, but she has fun when she does it. Because we met
So,
in a club in 1985, Metro 700 Long Island.
yeah.
I very rarely asked girls to dance. I would dance in your area, get eye contact, and then when I knew we were okay, we danced together. So you couldn't reject me.
Yeah.
So when I met my wife that night, I wasn't the driver, so I drank a little more than usual, and I had the courage to go over and ask her, "Would you dance?" She looked me up and down, and if she said no, we wouldn't be here today. I take rejection well. So she said yes, and the rest is history.
Love
Pretty
it.
cool. Yeah.
You asked her to dance at this random club.
Random flow. I never really asked girls to dance ever because of the rejection factor and giving them the power over me.
Yeah.
But I would always dance in your area. I had eye contact. This particular night, I saw her walking by once, twice, and the third time I said, "You want to dance?" She looked me up and down, and if she said no, woo, it'd be like a Wonderful Life backwards. Woo, we'd be here right now.
So what do you think it was about your wife? Well, not at that time, but when you approached her in the club, like, why did you ask her to dance when normally you felt like you were going to get rejected? Like, what was it about her and that specific time, do you think?
It wasn't the fear of rejection. It was the power of, like, because Brooklyn girls, especially Brooklyn girls, were tough.
Oh, yeah.
They were good looking and, they carried themselves well. But sometimes if you approach them at the wrong time and they're in a conversation with a friend, they're going to reject you for that reason. So I don't think I ever got rejected for the way I looked or the way I acted. It would always be like an attitude, So I just didn't ask them for that reason. I didn't want attitude. I avoided the attitude. But that night she had a glow about her, Probably because she was my soulmate and I didn't know it. She probably had that little aura around it. She's tall, long legs, pretty, dark hair. It fit all my qualifications.
Yeah. And it looks like it worked out, obviously.
Oh, yeah. We're 35 years married in July, Met in 1985,
Yeah.
We have fights, but the best part is making up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Definitely.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. So what do you think is the secret to a long-lasting relationship or marriage?
Don't go to bed mad.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take each other for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Communication. Don't get in charge cards. Don't get into debt because that's my parents fought a lot about money, and I don't want that to be. So we always, if we can afford it, we can buy it.
Yeah.
And we being on the same page, same manifestation, same goals will just help you and have fun making up.
You gotta have fun.
A good fight is healthy every once in a while.
Yeah. But you got, I like what you said about not going to bed angry, because I think sometimes when you carry that anger towards bed, you're like, oh my gosh, like I can't even sleep. I'm so upset.
Yeah, and always, like when I was getting up 4 a.m. going to work in Manhattan, I always kissed her and told her I loved her before I left the house, not knowing if I'm going to come back or not, So that would be my last words, at least,
Yeah.
So that's a good gesture too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So how did dancing to Let Me Clear My Throat at your daughter's Sweet 16 party lead to this viral success that you had?
Well, I was crazy my whole life, dancing for my kids in the house, and then the Sweet 16 came up, and we just asked the DJ to play that song. We didn't practice again, total improvisation. Yes, we do that dance again, I probably couldn't, but I actually moonwalked forward at one point. I said, how did I do that? It was hysterical.
Yeah.
And first it started off with your typical kids in their seats. Oh, he's dancing with his daughter. And we started off dancing very slow to You Are So Beautiful to Me, I think. A song I used to sing to her. And then the DJ let me clear my throat. And then all of a sudden the kids all jumped up, rushed to the dance floor. And some people, cameras and stuff weren't as popular, but some people, my son videotaped it. And then we put it on YouTube, was the only thing out of then. There wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Instagram, TikTok. Mm-hmm. So we put it on YouTube. It got some action. I was hoping to get on the Ellen Show from that, and I didn't, but I did years later.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's just, my daughter saw the reaction, and until Instagram came a couple of years later, then she realized, and then we went to Ireland 4 years ago. Actually, this week we're in Ireland. We came back from vacation. We're all in a great mood. Me and my wife are going out for dinner. We're matching in our white and black as usual. And that's when I asked Alexa to play Push in the Bush by Mystique. Mm-hmm. I improv that dance. That was in July. She was riding the train in September. Her girlfriend says, "Why don't you send to Barstool Sports as a joke?" But an hour later, it was going viral.
Yeah.
So that whole dance, seeing her friend's reaction, gave her the nerve to share me with the rest of everybody. Because you know how kids are embarrassed of their parents, you know.
Yeah.
But seeing the public display and the love and the laughter for what we did, I think gave her the courage to start sharing me.
Yeah.
Which takes a lot of nerve. Because I don't know if I share me.
But I like what you said about everybody kind of had their phones out and they were like so excited to see you dancing. And then she's like, whoa, wait, this is like my dad. But like, look at all these people that like are obsessed with this. Like, we need to share the videos.
Yeah, she thought it was very funny, and she thought I was always funny when she saw her friends thought I was funny. That's the I guess the courage she needed to share.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So what role does music play in inspiring and influencing your dance style?
What role? It just puts you in a good mood. So, you know, music always, when I'm in a car, music's always on. Mm-hmm. Even when the kids were little, you know, MTV was popular. We put on the MTV top 25 videos, you know. And it was always dancing around the house with so much fun and good energy. And actually, you find out years later, it's good exercise too.
It is.
When I did the, dance for myself, I lost like 6 pounds, you know, practicing the routines, you know. So yeah. I can imagine those people on Dancing with the Stars, they must really lean down. Mm-hmm. Well, it's definitely a good form of exercise. But yeah, it's always been a part of my life. I love it. And now I find that's a great form of exercise too. We don't have a cleaning lady, and my wife is the cleaning lady. She puts on music and dances and cleans at the same time. Yeah. And that's how one of her routines of staying lean and looking good. So I definitely recommend it. It's good for your health, circulation, movement. Mm-hmm. As you get older, you know, every morning we wake up, each decade got tighter and tighter, you know, and you got to warm up. And so music and dancing is definitely a good way to warm up.
Yeah.
I think it's just your endorphins and keeps you happy.
Definitely.
Who's in a bad mood when they're dancing? If you're not, get off the dance floor. Tap on the shoulder. You're out.
So, okay, you said you guys clean to music. Like, you just put it up, you dance, and you just clean.
Well, I like to say I clean.
Okay.
She cleans.
Okay, she cleans.
We used to clean together, you know, in the beginning, and now she does most of the cleaning. I take care of all the yard work, and I do laundry now. I load the dishwasher. I'm doing my chores.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife's the cleaner. And we have this big house, and she just loves it. She puts music on and dances and cleans, does the showers, the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
You got to make cleaning fun, because it sucks. We all got to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you make it fun? Like, okay, so when you mow the lawn, do you listen to music?
No, I didn't, because I was too busy having an allergy attack. I'm allergic to grass. It wasn't a pretty sight. Now I hired a guy to do the lawn. Yeah, no more allergies.
Yeah.
now I can afford it.
Yeah. So how has social media helped you connect with a wider audience and grow your following?
It's, you know, we grew organically over all these years, you know, 5,000, 8,000, 7,500, you know, 10,000. It grew at a nice, loyal pace. It never just spiked overnight. So it grew, and people are very loyal, and the comments are beautiful. 99.9% are all positive. The 1% of people have, like, maybe the bots or men that aren't happy with themselves, or a woman who's not Karen or whatever. You know. Sorry. The Karens out there that are followers, that are true followers. So yeah, it's really it's mostly positive, and so I kind of interact with them. I answer them a lot. I answer their questions. I actually heart everybody's response that I like. You know, so I do engage with people, because I think it's important to let them know you're reading what they're saying. You know? Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I think when you have a public following like you do, you have to engage, because for that person who's in the Midwest, who's just on their Instagram, maybe having a rough day, and they say, oh my gosh, Dennis, I love when you dance to Casey in the Sunshine Band, and you say something to her, like, that just brightens her up.
Oh yeah. definitely. I know for a fact. And then the people, it takes so much negative energy to type a negative comment.
I know.
Like you just scroll and you don't like me, move on.
Yeah.
And I have so many funny things to say back to them, but then I'll start this whole war. Because my followers, if I don't get to that comment to delete it before they get to it, they attack.
Yeah.
The loyal followers attack, and then it becomes a 14 ugliness, and then I kind of I'll just get so bad, I'll just swipe the main comment, and then everybody disappears,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want that negativity on
Definitely not. No, and I think you're at the point where so many of your followers are positive and excited and happy that like I think anybody with a social following is going to get negativity, but it's just like that's on them. They're having a bad day. Like just gotta not even let it get to you.
Yeah, I know it's not my issue; it's their issue, and hopefully they can get over it. Sometimes I kill people with kindness. I'll say something real nice.
Yeah.
Like I'll go on someone's thing and it says. God, positive person, and then I say, what happened to the positivity? If they're saying something negative to me, I look at their wall, and all this positive person spreading positive vibes, and I go, what happened to that?
Yeah.
So I'll engage that way, make it a joke, and then usually they'll apologize. I just don't answer.
Yeah. Just be kind and be positive, and if you don't have anything nice to say, don't even comment. Just scroll past it.
Yeah, I mean, we all scroll through things and laugh at things and don't laugh at things, and some things are insulting, but I never take the time to engage. I don't like, just move on.
Yeah, totally. So what was it like to be featured on the Ellen show and then the NBC show, Dancing with Myself?
Well, the Ellen show was a crazy situation. A producer contacted us. We were in the car. And as soon as you get home, we want to do a Zoom call. Okay, me and my daughter, they heard our whole story. And then they set it up for a producer's going to call you, you're going to be interviewed, and we're going to ask you to dance, and then we're going to put on Ellen Tube, and if you get on Ellen Tube and it goes viral, we're going to bring you to California, you're going to need Ellen. Woohoo! So there I am, following all directions, test, lighting, outfit test. All of a sudden, we had a little computer, no speaker, and all of a sudden, Twitch pops up. And I want to say, holy F, but I knew I was on TV, and I said, holy moly. I'm 59 years old when it happened, and I never said holy moly in my life. but I knew I would get canceled. So I said, holy moly, and Twitch, holy moly, and he surprised me, and I thought it was a great interview. I couldn't really hear the song, so I was really doing my thing, and then he was mimicking me, and it actually worked out that we were on beat together, and I didn't know how special it was going to be to what had happened months later, but that was a great day in my life. And I had lost a friend in the gym that day. Mm-hmm. I used to go to a gym in Manhattan. It was a vertical club, and it ended up being Valley Sports took it over. It's right across the street from Penn Station. So I used to go to work, gym. I'd go to city, gym in the morning, go to work. So for 22 years, we would go there. I made a lot of friends in the morning. So this girl, every time we locked at the gym, my sense of humor, I would crack jokes, and she goes, you're so funny. You remind me of Larry David, type of comedy. She goes, your face belongs on TV. She passes away that morning. I'm being on the Zoom call at night. My face is on TV. I see a correlation here. Oh my God. So that's just, I broke down in tears after that interview because, Diane, you did it. Yeah, it's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
crazy.
That's got to be so intense to.
Do you believe in manifestation and people?
Definitely. Definitely. I definitely believe in that. And I think sometimes people come into your life for reasons and seasons, and they see something in you and you see something in them. And whether they're in your life for a week or 30 years, I feel like everybody can put positivity and good vibes into our lives. And that is very, very, very powerful, especially because I can only imagine what you were feeling like that day.
Yeah, the emotion. That's it. Just getting ready for that. And also I'm live with Twitch. Twitch was, I'm his biggest fan since So You Think You Could Dance, and his whole journey and everything, and then what happened just blew me away, and it made it so much more special that it was him and that he was guesting for Ellen that day, and it wasn't Ellen. Because I always wanted to be at the Ellen show and dance with Ellen in the pre-show and all that. That was, now I realize that this was so much greater than that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
When he called me, I think it's in the end a nice dancer with your brother, and if spiritual, felt like brothers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like spirits through dancing and positivity and love. And I believe that both of you guys have brought so much joy. And I'm so happy that you were able to get that appearance on the Ellen Show, because I feel like for people that loved that show and watched it, like that was such a huge part of so many people's lives,
And that was the last season, like 6 weeks left. I really ran under the wire since we did that dance. I went to be on the show in my daughter's 28, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 2011, I was 16, and it took 12 years of manifestation, but it happened. So it's pretty cool. If you can't visualize stuff, I like to see how it could come true in your life. So you always got to visualize, and with luck and the people in heaven stirring the pot. My mom's in heaven stirring my pot.
Mm-hmm.
I make her laugh all the time, and she still wants me to make her laugh. So that's why she's sharing this with the world.
Yeah, so important to share your gifts with the world, and you're helping not only yourself and your family, but so many people all across the US, all across the world. I'm sure you have people on the other side of the world that are like, Dennis, I love you.
Brazil, London. Brazil, I'm supposed to be very popular in Brazil from TikTok, they told me.
Amazing.
So I got to go to the Mardi Gras. Poppy's got moves, Poppy's got moves.
Love it. So let's talk about Dancing with Myself, that NBC show.
That was awesome. The funny story about this, my daughter, in April of, I guess it's 2 years now. 2 years ago in April, my daughter posted on TikTok a Dance With Myself challenge. So in my heart, I always felt when it came out, they didn't tell you the name of the show. They told you who was producing it. It's a dance show. Shakira was in charge and everything. And then I heard the name Dance With Myself. Wait, she must have saw my video.
Yeah.
And it was during COVID, and everybody was home, and everybody was dancing, and it was pretty cool. And so going back to the show, I did the whole tryout and everything, and interviews and everything, and like they wanted me to learn choreographed dancing, which I can do better in partnering choreography. Like we took dance lessons with my wife, tango, this and that. We learned how to dance together. But solo choreography wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Because my body hears a song and wants to do what it wants to do. Not what the choreographer wants to do.
Yeah.
So they sent like 4 dances 2 days before you were going, or 5 dances, and you had to learn them all. And my wife and daughter, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They picked it up and they're yelling at me, "What's the matter with you?" So it was very frustrating. I lost 6 pounds in those 2 days.
Wow.
Keep practicing. And so that was a nerve-wracking situation. Going in with all these excellent TikTokers from all over the country, that pick up stuff like that. But I was the pops, they were calling me, all these young guys, and we got along great, and my show was great. And the experience of the best part for me was in the warm-up, when you're on stage and you're, I call it like a cubicle, and they would open up your gate, practicing open up your gate, they left it open, and then you interacted with the live audience.
Yeah.
They were playing like Soul Train music. I was dancing and grooving, and the audience made me feel so relaxed. And I knew they were going to vote for me based on our interaction at the beginning before the show started. And I got through the first 2 rounds. And that's partly my fault, too, because I manifested. I just want to get through the first 2 rounds. I just want to get to do my own thing, And the dance battle was your own dance, so you could do whatever. You'd have to follow the choreography. So I made it through the dance battle, and I lost to the winner of the whole show. So I guess I came in second place.
Yeah.
If you lose to the winner, you're in second place.
I mean, technically.
And then the interaction with Nick Jonas. Oh, he's interacting with me. Nick Jonas, my daughter loves him. And she's jealous, and I'm talking on TV. And then he used that clip, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, The Today Show, Entertainment Tonight. I'm popping up all over the place. My friend's laying in bed watching Jimmy Fallon, and Nick Jonas goes, and they show a clip from the show, and there's me and him.
Yeah.
Hysterical. So all that stuff was awesome. TV editing, you learn how they edit things, because my best dancing, they didn't show. They edited it because then I should have been saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool though. I loved it start to finish. Thank you, Shakira, and all the producers were great, and it was a great opportunity, and I appreciate that. First time I flew alone, first time I carry on, first time I took an Uber. So whenever I was in trouble in the airport, I took my phone. I would show a person working in the airport, can you help me? And they would laugh at my video, and they would escort me to the gate, or show me where to get an Uber.
Wow. Wait, did you say it was your first time flying alone?
Flying alone.
Because you were with your family all the time.
I usually do everything with my family and my wife.
Wait,
and
your first time flying alone
was to Atlanta, Georgia, to film Dancing with Myself. I was 59 years old, and I was scared.
Oh my gosh. There's no reason to be scared. It's like, it's fun. Like, you're rocking out.
And a carry-on. First I did a carry-on. Usually I check my bag.
I know.
And I had to call an Uber. Uber, come get me.
And isn't Uber amazing, though?
Yeah.
It's crazy that they can know exactly where you are. And they're like, yep, Jim's going to be here in 3 minutes. And you're like, oh, I just think Uber is so amazing.
Yeah. Now I have it, but I still don't use it.
you don't need it. I actually use it.
I drive to the airport, I park, and I not park a lot, and I pay.
I use Uber when I travel, but I don't use it for like my day-to-day. Yeah.
Cool.
So are there any dancers or performers who have been a source of inspiration for you?
Well, you grew up, I think the movies was a big, John Travolta and Saturday Night Fever when we grew up, when we just were hitting the clubs, that was Kevin Bacon in, what movie was that, Kevin Bacon?
Footloose?
Footloose, yes. Any dancing movies was always, got me going. Professional dances, the tap dances always got my attention. Tap dancing, I love tap dancing. I always wanted to try that.
Yeah.
I used to fake it as a kid, and it looked like I knew what I was doing. But I always wanted to do it for real, but I think I might have missed that boat.
No, listen, I think you can go and enroll in tap dance class. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I like that. I like the bongos, bongos, anything with rhythm related, funky music, movement. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So as far as specific dances, nobody in particular. I like to dance with Jennifer Grey. Dirty Dancing 2 is coming out. I could be the old instructor she rekindles with.
Wait, so were you also inspired by John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever?
Yes, yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
You said Kevin Bacon.
The first one I said was John Travolta, didn't I?
John. Yep, John.
Okay. I said John only. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. But I wouldn't wear the white suit, though.
No?
You can keep the suit. Even then, I wouldn't wear that. Yeah.
Wait. I think you can pull off a white suit, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But back then, to me, it was it's more the pants and the shirt and take the jacket.
Yeah. I feel like it's
Brooklyn guys had muscles. So you always wanted to show the arms and tight pants and arms and muscles. Show you build, walk in the room like you own the place.
Right. It's got to be hard to dance with the jacket, though, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
It constricts you a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not. If I go to a wedding, the jacket lasts. Lately, I've been keeping it on for the look, but you're definitely hotter and you're less mobile. Yeah,
because you can't move as freely. Like it's fine for the look in the pictures, but like once you're on the floor and you let loose, it's like, no, I got to take this off.
And then the ties got to go eventually too.
Totally. That's just, I don't wear ties, but I know that it's like very.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how has dancing with your wife added to the overall joy of your videos?
Oh, she's a star. They want, mom's got moves.
She does.
They want to push me aside. My 60s, 75,000 followers, 900 want to get rid of her. And 100 go, we want to see dad. But she's a star. She's good. She's beautiful. She's great shape. People want to know what she eats, how she exercises. I'm trying to follow a routine now. Since I retired, I do a lot more bar classes, yoga classes with her. Yeah. Weight training we do separately. Mm-hmm. Peloton, we do that together too.
Nice.
It's pretty good. She's popular. Yeah. And then that's when you get the men comments. Then they start coming a little more men when they see her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love the videos that you have, but the two of you together is so fun. And plus you've been together for so long and you met in a nightclub. Like, what? That's so amazing that you're together all these years later. dancing, loving life,
Yeah.
and sharing positivity with everybody. That's
And
so awesome.
we're born the same day too. I'm 2 years older, but we're born the same day.
No way.
So that's what I believe was when I met in the club that night. We both went home with our friends. I called her the next morning, and I knew something was special about the night. And then we were talking about it, our families and everything. And I asked, "What sign are you, Leo?" "I'm a Leo." "When's your birthday?" "It's my birthday." You know, so it was pretty cool. I knew that. And usually some signs butt heads.
Yeah.
Uh, we butt heads during our courtship a little bit. She used to want to go with her friends more than I wanted to go with my friends. And then finally, we just said, "You want to get married?" I said, "You want to get married?" And we booked the hall first, and I got the ring second.
Wait. Okay, yeah. So you met, but how soon?
Oh no,
it
was 2.5 years.
Okay.
So it was 1.5 years of going out, and then we got married. We got engaged a year before we got married. We booked the hall first, the venue, Roosters on the Bay, and then the Howard Beach, Queens, beautiful venue. We got married the first year they opened. The father gave us a great deal on a Friday night wedding. We paid $50 a head, and people thought we spent $200 a head then. You know, that's how great.
Wow.
Venetian, you know, he had hors d'oeuvres for when the people got there early for the cocktail hour. And we did everything. We broke all the rules. We didn't stay in the private room. We were on the cocktail hour, overlooking the water, mingling with everybody then, saying hello. Yeah. Meet you on the dance floor later, you know, and all that. And it was just a fun, from start to finish, it was a great wedding.
Oh, that's so fun.
We didn't do any dances. We did all the, you know, all the funky stuff.
I want to circle back with what you said about you're born the same day and you're the same sign. I think that's very, very, very important. I really believe in astrology, and I know that you're a Leo, so you are extremely compatible with other Leos.
Yeah. Yes, I wasn't sure. I think some signs bump heads, but well, we got a nice bathroom now with 2 mirrors, because that would be a problem fighting for the mirror. So
yeah,
we're good. We're good now.
Yeah, no,
Leo's like,
you're.
How do I look? How do I look? How do I look?
You're born the same exact day.
Yeah, 2 years apart though.
Wow, what are the chances?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then my daughter is born the next day.
No,
the water broke on our birthdays, and she was born the next day. But she's good. She has her own birthday.
That's amazing.
So we have a Leo, and 2 Cancers. 2 boys are. Our birthdays start in June and end in July. So in 6 weeks, the whole family's birthdays parties. I had a built-in pool in my old house, so it was great for summer parties.
So fun. Also, that's crazy to have 3 Leos in the same family. Like, that's very rare.
Cool though.
Very cool. I love that. And I'm very big into astrology, so like that means more to me than it would to like the average person.
And all my children, I think it's inborn part and part. Yeah, I think it's mostly inborn and part seeing me and my wife dance our whole lives, that they all love to dance.
That's amazing.
So
yeah.
We go to weddings, we're always on the dance floor, and until Linda's feet hurt, then we get off.
Definitely. So how do you handle the pressure that comes with having such a large following and the expectation to constantly produce viral content?
Easily. I don't feel pressure. At my age, maybe 61, work was pressure. This is not pressure. Yeah. To me, this is all fun. Like I said, from day one, we always did 1-2 videos a week. Now I feel that people are engaging more and everything. I feel like I have to do at least 2 a week, you know. Mm-hmm. And going out, we go out Fridays and Saturdays, and you know, we'll sometimes have a glass of wine or a drink at home, because my wife's a great chef and mixologist on top of everything else.
Nice.
So we'll do she'll do a nice mixed drink. This weekend was watermelon margaritas, fresh, delicious. So it's summery, it's refreshing, and you get happy and play a song. And so that's pretty much, you know, it's easy to produce videos on a Friday and a Saturday night and during the week.
So Dennis, we're coming to your house to pregame then?
Sure. We get all my daughter's friends are lined up. I said, we're booked. Like 2 years out.
We're at capacity. We're doing a cover charge. Yeah.
All our friends, they want to come over. Smoked old fashions. Yeah. Those are great too. You smoke them. Good stuff.
So fun. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be such an easy environment to just have fun, because you're drinking, you're eating, you're with your
Mu-
family, like it's all
Music
fun.
playing, music playing. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
you made your own club at the house.
yeah. It started actually. The pre-game drinking started during COVID because we would Zoom other couples and show us the drinks we made, and
Yeah.
and that's what started it because we never used to do that before. And now she makes better drinks than half the restaurants and places we go to, so it's tough to get a good drink.
Yeah.
First thing when I show the bartender when I go out is, look what I just had. Ah, can you make this? No. And $20 you just had me, so you can't make it?
Amazing. Okay, so we're all gonna go to Club Dennis then.
Yes, yes. Yeah, people, we've had multiple, we always had a house party for our barter party over the years, once a year. And it's always music, cocktail party, little picking food and good drinks. Yeah.
Very cool.
It's always been a dance party at our house.
Love it. So what impact has dancing had on your personal life and your relationships with your family and friends?
Well, I think, again, going back to the fact that seeing my wife definitely was a great role model for our children. I think that as far as dancing and with our family and friends, like always, our parties always revolved around good drinks, good food, and music.
Yeah.
So it's music led to dancing.
Yeah.
So the conversations would always, and then improv, people be dancing, go to that couple, dance, talk to them, So it's always been involved, and my kids seeing that, adapted to that, they enjoy that too. So I think we're going to have a dancing family.
I love that.
I had my first grandbaby, did you know that?
I heard that. Yes,
Yeah.
that's so amazing.
My daughter-in-law is due September, first grandchild.
Ah!
And I think it's dancing already because there's a lot of kicking going on. It's the 30th week.
Wow, it's gonna be. She is gonna have that baby so soon.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So I can't wait to do that. I'm looking forward to that stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard it's great. It's better than parenthood because the stress is away and it's not full-time gig.
Yeah. Totally. Oh, that's so amazing. Congrats. So, can you share any funny or memorable moments that have happened to you while creating content?
Just recently, we went to Bermuda, and my son rented a pontoon, and it was Father's Day, actually. They presented me with a Granddad's Got Moves shirt. Yeah. I said, sure you want me to wear it now? Wait till the baby's born. No, wear it today. All right, because I'm walking around with a pregnant daughter-in-law, so everybody knows whether you're a grandfather or not, it's going to happen. So we're on the boat. We decided to do a video. And then again, I did the dance to Tone Loc and Wild Thing. And it was trending. And at the end of the video, I jump off the pontoon, land in the water. So they stopped the video. Okay, I come out, and then I get into the boat, and they tell me they forgot to press record.
Yeah.
And my reaction is priceless because no one ever seen Dad's Got Moves with attitude. With born Brooklyn, Irish Brooklyn construction worker, and it came out. My wife's idea, she goes, let's prank him and tell him we didn't record it. And that got 500,000 views.
Amazing.
The regular video got 60-something. That got 500,000 views, and that comments were, I think they're out of 500,000 views, there was three comments that said, I don't like you vulgarity, it doesn't fit you. And the rest were all, I love you.
Well, when I saw that video, I loved it because I went to school in Jersey and I just love the vulgarity. Like, I think sometimes it works for people when they swear. And then when I saw you, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so upset that she didn't hit record. Yeah.
Then at the end I said, but the music was playing. So I know when you're not recording, the music doesn't play through the speaker.
Yeah. No, I love that because so many people are used to seeing you dancing, but then to get like a genuine reaction and you're just like so upset and you're like, whoa, wait, you didn't get it? Like, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. So that was a cool to get, because you're always worried about doing something that out of the norm and then everybody leaving you.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen at all.
No, I think people love that because, like you said earlier, like a lot of people aren't used to hearing you talk. They're just used to like seeing you like dance and like do your thing. So when you have an opportunity to talk and like engage with people, people are like, oh my gosh, he's like so funny and so out there.
Yeah, I love to mentor people. People see my sense of humor.
Yeah.
The more comfortable. It's mostly, again, in conversation.
Yeah.
I know you follow Gary Vee, right?
I do.
I follow him, but I pretty much saw a couple of videos, and it's kind of similar. I feel the same things about business and positivity and manifestation and doing all that. So yeah, it's definitely something you should practice.
Yeah, you're the dancing Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People could do. Yeah, it's hard to do both.
I think it's.
My wife and daughter say she engage more with people, go live more because show your personality.
Yeah, because people love your videos and then they get to know you on a personal level and they're like, oh my gosh, like that is so fun.
And turning 61, you have, I didn't go to college, but I college of hard knocks, and we started with nothing, and we worked good together, and we built up this nice life we have together, and I think I have some knowledge to share, you know.
Definitely.
It's not book knowledge, it's life knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
That I can share. So I like mentoring young couples. I need a young couple at a bar, I sit down, I talk to them, and I listen to their journey, and I say, yeah, you know, always manifest and work hard for the big house, the fancy car, you know, all that stuff. I said, when you get there, I was just as happy in the one-bedroom condo. We had 2 boys in, 1,000 square feet, Canarsie, Brooklyn. Yeah. Then we went to Old Bridge, New Jersey, and we 2,100 square foot. We thought it was like Home Alone, woo, on a 100 by 75 property, you know. And now this house on an acre of property, you know, with horses next door. We were happy at every stage of our lives. Yeah. When I had 20, I remember cashing a check, living in Jersey, paying $6,000 property taxes. I got $20 a week. I had to make work in cash. My bus pass was paid. My lunch was made, but I only had $20 for coffee for the week. Wow. So we did struggle and make it work, and work good together financially, and we were happy at every part of our journey. So so far so good. Yeah, I love it. Can you talk a little bit more about the power of manifestation? I feel like it's one of those topics that people need to hear more about, and especially your journey with it. Yeah, manifestation. I didn't know I was doing it. Like vision boards were popular, and I was always doing it in my head. Yeah, laying down and just creating the life I wanted. And manifestation was from I guess the woman I met was someone I manifested. Yeah, all the homes we bought and cars, and my career. I always knew I was working my tools. I always knew that I wanted to get a level higher than that, so I wanted to learn a trade. And go into that business, you know, so working towards that, meeting people that taught me stuff, and always learning on the job, you know, without going to school. And I think I had a natural business sense from day one. I was always good with money, and I wasn't an investor. I invested in myself. I never invested in stock market or anything like that. Every time I got involved, whoop. So if you're making money, it's because I'm not in the stock market. If I get involved, you lost money. I think some people are destined to have to work for their money, and some people know how to make it other ways. So majorities will work. Yeah. So manifestation, and always want to be on the Ellen Show. My son Devin made a quick video of me. He put Twitch in a dance. He put me in me next to him, like he did it with graphically wise. Yeah. We were dancing together, and then he put a background. To me, it looked like a dream sequence. So he goes, "I can do it better." I said, "No, I like it. I'm gonna put it out there on TikTok." It got like 2,000 views, and guess who saw it? Twitch. That's all it takes is the producer and Twitch to see it, and that's how they contacted us. Yeah. Yeah. So that's manifestation. I think I said dance for myself. The video my daughter made. Why did that? Why wasn't this a challenge? It was me dancing on TikTok. I don't remember where they had. It was like a graphic thing following me. It was like an out sketch of me. Did you see any of those videos? Yeah, with the white out sketch. Yeah, the white out sketch. So that was popular. I did it one song, went through the roof, 3.5 million people, and dance for myself was such a great song to do to that graphic. You know. Because you are dancing with yourself, and I was making faces at myself, and I was reacting like I was dancing with myself, and it never went viral. But guess what? They made a TV show about it. So wild. My manifestation did work. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So and then my mother passed, and I think a lot of her. I see signs of butterflies, and constantly I find dimes on heads all the time, knowing telling me she's around me. So I feel her all the time, and I think she has a lot to do with this too. Like I said, stirring the pot. You know? Another quick story about dancing myself. Production company called Grove Street Productions. So I used to go to a psychic reader when I was young. His name was Raymond Perro. He lived in the Village. His building was on Grove Street, and he passed a couple of years before my mom passed.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a big fan of mine. You know, he always used to root for me and, you know, meet the right girl. I always go to him when I wanted to feel good, and he would tell me, "You're gonna have a great life. You're gonna be a nice girl. You're gonna have kids." And then the best part, the sad part, is that he never met my children, but he read them through pictures, and he had all my kids' personalities.
Wow.
He knew my daughter. He said, "My daughter's 3 years old. She's going to FIT." I wrote it down, put it on a piece of paper. She went to FIT.
What?
Yeah. So
that's wild.
People have the gift, you know. Some people use it for good. Some people, he did with missing children. He helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
In ways, and so yeah, manifestation is definitely, like I said, if you can't visualize you doing something, then how could you ever work towards it? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing is visualization. I want to be this. See yourself doing that, and then it can't just come back and let it come to you. You got to work baby steps towards getting to that point. You know?
Definitely. Yeah. So important. I think it's such a good lesson for people watching this to know, like, you should manifest things and you should have goals and work hard, because, like, look at Dennis. He just talked about all these stories where he was manifesting certain things and they all came to him.
Yeah. Me and my wife, this house we just bought, it was almost like something she was talking about, the Cinderella staircase, and then the windows in the great room, and this is our first resale. All of the houses were new.
Yeah.
This is our first resale. We walked in and had everything we wanted.
Wow.
So it was a no-brainer.
Amazing.
We got our dream home with everything we wanted, designed like it was built for us. And the movie truck pulled out. The next morning I woke up, I left this. I can't believe we own this house. I went to work, and I came back, and it felt like home. All the homes.
That's amazing.
Well, all the homes we were always comfortable with, always happy in. You know, we never had any regrets of anything we lived. I would do it all over again.
Oh.
I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
I would want to be dealing with this attention at a young age. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you're younger and you get the influence to do stupid stuff. Now
right.
I'm 61, and this is not going to change my life. Matter of fact, through a manifestation, I was getting scared when the show was going to air, and I didn't know which way it was going to go, because my producers loved me, and they could tell me, "You're going to be a star." I'm like, "What? I don't want to be a star. I want to be Dennis. I like my life. I don't want anything to change. I don't want any stalkers tracking me down. I don't want nobody, you know, bother my family." Yeah. My goal was that my kids didn't have to change their last name. That was my goal. I didn't want to embarrass them that they had to change their last name. Yeah. That was my main goal, and then stardom, you know, was not. I'm not sure that's for me, but I never wanted it or craved it. Yeah, if this happening at a young age, you could probably screw you up. Yeah. We grew up in the best times. We never had any phones. You had to go out, look somebody in the eye, have a conversation, ask them to dance, right? Take a phone number. And now the stuff, they Google you, they look you up. There's too much stuff out there. I feel bad for the kids today. Oh, it is wild with the phones. But guess what? I've been able to have all these interviews over my phone. Yeah, the positivity. It's wild. Yeah, Facebook, you know, throw the politics out. Put Facebook on for your friends from high school, like you're my age. We're all over the country, and we see each other's families growing. It's beautiful. You know? Yeah. So that yes. And all this interacting, yes. You know, it's just I feel bad for the kids depressed. I know. You know, I didn't get invited to any bar mitzvahs when I was young, and I didn't know. But now you know right away. You see it live. Everybody's having fun without me. You got to go to school. Yeah. They're depressed. I couldn't. How do you deal with that? You know. I know. It's a lot. I think social media has very positive effects as well as negative, and I think it's kind of like you gotta kind of look at it as a positive thing, but not be completely immersed in it, because it can kind of make you feel bad because everyone's sharing positive things on there, and you're like, oh my gosh, but I don't feel great right now. Yeah, and the age, there should be age restrictions because it's too young. Yeah. Even like I'm older, right? I had a couple of friends go away one time, posting pictures. They didn't even ask us. you still feel it. You're like, they should have asked me to go on vacation with them. Hey, what the hell? I wanted to go to Nashville. Well, Dennis, that's all the time that we have for this evening. But there's quite a few people in this chat with us right now.
if they want to ask you questions, are you down with that?
I'm cool.
Okay, beautiful. So guys, if you are in this chat right now, please show Dennis some love, and Dennis will answer a couple of your questions.
Probably all my friends. Loyal friends. 35 people, nothing to say. Now they're dropping 33. They're running away. They all my friends.
So many friends. Hold on, I'm just going to scroll up because I see people saying things.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people in here right now. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us on a Monday evening during summer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, definitely send me a version of this. I'd like to share it too.
Oh, you will definitely have this. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on YouTube. And
I hope I did good.
Dennis, you were amazing. You were so amazing. And I'm so happy that I was able to sit down with you and learn a little bit more about your journey. And I'm so happy that you want to give back to people, especially people like in hospitals and volunteering. Like, I think that's so important because we need more people like you in the world that are willing to put a smile on people's face. And you're also mentoring people as well. That's really powerful. Yeah.
Great.
So Sassy Sock says, you mentioned being inspired for dancers. Were Sammy Davis and Fred Astaire aspiring?
Of course.
Yeah.
Now you're going way back one. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire, Singing in the Rain, all of those. Yeah, that was all as a kid. That's where the tap dancing started. The old school dances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Dean Martin. And I like the comedy sketch dancing too.
Yeah.
Even Saturday Night Live, the characters on Saturday Night Live that over the years.
Definitely.
Wild and Crazy Guy. Anything with funny movement. Jim Carrey, I should have mentioned. He's unbelievable. His body movement, body language, and dancing.
Definitely. Yeah.
I like dancing in a mixture with humor too.
Yeah.
Humorous dancing.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of maybe doing stand-up comedy?
Oh, you mentioned that now. I was known more for my sense of humor in school and vacations, and we would go to Club Med, and they have a talent show. You got to go up there because I would meet people and make them laugh, And I don't feel there's clubs in the Hamptons, and there used to be the Hamptons Diner where we go after the club. So I knew I was funny when we won 3 nights in a row at Hamptons Diner, and same people were meeting there, and they all wanted to sit around my table with my friends. So I realized I must have got something because all these people want to engage with us, and laugh with us.
Yeah.
So I went to Club Med, and then people trying to talk me into it. So I went right from the airport. I went to Pips in Brooklyn, Chiefs of Bay, Brooklyn. It was a Sunday night. It was open mic night.
Mm-hmm.
I went straight from vacation, got on stage, and because I'm an improv guy, I interact with the audience, and I did good. The owner said, "You did good. Come next week. I want you to do MC improv night," because he saw that I was good with improv. That I would react off a comedian got on stage, was talking about something. I would continue that conversation, and then introduce the next act.
Yeah.
So I did good once, twice, 3 times. The 4th time, friends and family came. I got nervous.
Yeah.
I had a drink, and if my first joke wasn't funny, my friend yelled, "Get the hook from the Apollo! Get him the hook from the Apollo!" When he yelled that, I was just, and it's a terrible feeling when you bomb on stage.
Yeah.
And I never want that feeling again, so I talk myself out of ever doing it again. And most comedians would say, you got to pay your dues. Because my problem in the beginning was my joke. I wasn't a good joke teller, so I didn't tell jokes repetitious over and over again. And you got to get an act, you got to say the same thing, and you got to sell as being funny, and you got to believe it's funny.
Yeah.
My thing was always improvisation. In conversation, engaging with people, stuff popped in my head. My mother would say when I was a young kid, think before you speak, because it would just come out unfiltered.
Yeah.
Then I had a social studies teacher, Mr. Pasternak, who appreciated that sense of humor. He had a good sense of humor, I had a good sense of humor, and he wrote in my yearbook to the funniest student I ever had. So, and it was all improv. I was all interacting. It's still a gift I have. But now my kids say when I hit like 50, I started repeating jokes.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm ready to get an act.
Dennis, it's 2023, and just by having you on my show, I feel like you have such a fun, chill, like inspiring personality coupled with your dance moves
Yeah.
that I think comedy is something that you should really consider, especially because people just love being around you so much and you make people smile and laugh. Dancing as well as personality wise.
Yeah, my best friend told me when he first saw Sebastian Maniscalco 20-something years ago before he was popular, he goes, I just met somebody that reminds me of you.
Oh my God.
Because of the movement.
Yes.
And sense of humor. And, so that was a good compliment. And that 20 years later, it's a good compliment.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see it now because Sebastian is amazing.
Yeah, but that fear, that fear that I felt that night, it's been haunting me I was 21 when I did that. So you're talking about 40 years of fear. Like, I'm not doing that again.
That is, I think, I honestly think that could be your next thing. I feel it coming, Dennis.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I do. Sandy wants to know, who are your favorite singers and bands today?
Oh, today, jeez. I like every genre of music. I grew up. My father. I grew up. My father listened to jazz, Rolling Stones, Sly Stone.
Yeah.
All of favorite bands today. Wow. Of course, I like to dance to Salt and Peppers a while ago too.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, Beyonce.
Yeah.
If you got rhythm, I don't really have a favorite because I listen to all stations, all music, all genres. So yeah, I don't have a favorite. Sorry to disappoint you.
Dennis, I feel like you're a Silk Sonic kind of guy.
What?
Silk Sonic.
Okay. Is that a
yes,
band?
They're a band. It's Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah,
I feel.
Yeah. Oh, Bruno Mars. You got it. But you can't move to Bruno Mars.
I'm telling you, if you do not know Silk Sonic, Dennis, you need to look them up. They are right down your alley. I feel like you'd love them. They won a bunch of awards, and both of them, respectively, are such incredible musicians. You got to check them out.
I'll check them out.
You got to check them out.
Got to do a video with them.
Definitely do a Silk Sonic video.
Okay.
You have to.
Cool, I will.
Okay, hold on a second. So someone says, I like you even more after this interview. You are such an inspiration and interesting. Yes, amen, girlfriend.
Great compliment. Thank you, because some people find me boring.
No, you're not.
Not in
boring.
person, on camera.
Mina says, has anyone approached you for Dancing with the Stars? I think you would be sensational. Yes.
I think they should ask my wife and me, because she would win in the finale, but they should make us dance together at the end.
Yes.
That would be a good show, because she could do all that train stuff. I could do it too, but I also got to throw my little improvisation in there. And they let you do that. I've seen Dancing with the Stars adapted to the person, so yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
I think it would be amazing. It would be so cool.
I would lose so much weight though. You'd be invisible because all that dancing. It's so much exercise, right?
Yeah. Betty Ann says, hi, Dennis. I am a dancer from the 80s. Also went to clubs with my husband. We loved it. Reminded you of us. Love you and wifey. Keep on dancing because I still do. And we are about the same age group.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. That's great. We grew up in the best of times as far as going out and socializing. It was fun. Yeah. You can go out. Brooklyn had certain clubs were Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday. Certain places were Thursday. So you just had to get up for work the next day,
Definitely.
Get
awesome.
Home, change, shower, and go to work. Construction. What did you do that? And all the construction workers always want to hear my stories. What'd you do last night?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun. Who'd you meet? I'm a good coffee break storyteller. Awesome.
Well, Dennis, that's all the questions that we have from the audience tonight. Dennis, I'm so very grateful that you have come on my show. This was so fun. Dennis, this was so fun. We got to do this again soon.
Meeting you. Yes. Hopefully I get some crazy stuff going on in my life and you want me back.
Yes. Guys, if you don't already, please make sure to follow Dennis, aka Dad's Got Moves. And if you're new here, I'm Ashley Live. This is Vibin with Ashley Live. Give us both a follow.
Yes.
Follow Dad's Got Moves. Request songs. Give him love. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yes, follow Ashley. She's a beautiful person, beautiful soul.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dennis. Have a wonderful
You
evening.
too.
Best of luck with everything in the future. And let me know if you want to collab on anything together, okay?
Yes, you got it.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.